wife and I fussing, brother, that's alright. That's a sweet woman got lies in the fight. Mind your own business. Mind your own business. 'Cause if you mind your own business, then you won't be minding mine. Oh, woman on the party line that knows these things. She picks up the receiver when she knows it's my ring. Why don't you mind your own business? Mind your own business. Well, if you mind your own business, then you won't be minding mine. I got a little girl that wears her hair up high. All the boys all whistle when she walks by. Mind your own business. Mind your own business. Well, you mind your own business, they sure won't be minding mine. If you want a honky tonk around to 203, now brother, that's my headache, don't worry about me. Mind your own business. Mind your own business. Well, if you mind your own business, you won't be minding mine. Well, minding all the people's business seem to be high-toned. I got all that call just to mind my own. And if you mind your own business, mind your own business. Well, if you mind your own business, you stay busy all the time. Well, if you mind your own business, you stay busy all the time. Hey, how you doing out there, Guitar Heroes? All right. Hey, how about Hank Williams, 1949, Mind Your Own Business? Seems like it could apply today, too. All right, well, we got a fairly straightforward tune. We're in that blues progression. We got an E, we got an A, A7, we got a B7, and then that's all we got. So we're going to start out with a B7 in our little intro and work her down to an A, kind of like the turnaround we would have normally in the last line of a verse. So start with that B7, A7, back to E. And then we're going to roll into one of 5 verses. They're all the same. There's no chorus other than at the last 2 lines of every verse. I guess you could say that's a chorus, but it's fairly short. And the pattern's exactly the same throughout the whole song. We've got a couple violin solos in between. All right, so after coming off of that little intro, let's just go through that again. B7, A7, E. If the wife and I fussing, brother, that's alright. 'Cause me and that sweet woman, licensed to fight, and you can put it in E7 right here at the end. Why don't you A, mind your own business, or A7, back to E. Mind your own business. 'Cause if you're B7, mind your own business, A7, then you won't be minding mine, back to E. Now we'll go through one more verse. We'll check out the last verse because there they have slightly different lyrics on the last line. Not a real big deal, but we'll just check that out. And then we'll kind of get into our pace here. Minding other people's business seem to be high tone. I got all I can do, just mind my own. E7, why don't you A, mind your own business? Back to E, mind your own business. B7, if you mind your own business, you'll stay busy. A7 all the time. E. So the pace is pretty much a medium one. And I'm going to be using this little method to give us some rhythm. These two fingers are coming up and down on the E chord like I normally do. Do the same thing on the A chord. If you're fingering it this way with your center finger on the G string and then your third or your second and your third finger are on either side of it, you can do the same thing by raising these two fingers up and down. They don't have to go very far, right? Just above the string, just to give you a little bit of that rhythm. And then we got the B7, which I don't do too much on. Other than we got palm muting on all of them as well as that lifting up the finger. And here I'm just releasing the pressure to get some rhythm in there as well. The pace is medium, slow. I mean, you can play this at whatever speed you want. The lyrics come fast, so if you play a little bit slower, it's a little bit easier. Wife and I fussing, brother, that's alright. 'Cause me and that sweet woman got a license to fight. Why don't you mind your own business? Mind your own business. 'Cause you mind your own business, then you won't be minding mine. So same pace throughout the entire song, makes it fairly simple, and the chord changes aren't very fast, so that makes this another great beginner tune. The A7 or the B7 chord might be one that you're not as familiar with, and this is one to learn because it's going to be in every tune that is in the key of E. So we're going to take our fingers like we do kind of on the G chord, except we're going to move them down one more fret and then one over, and then second finger here, third finger, we're going to skip a string, little finger, skip one more string, and that's our B7. We want to have our thumb on the big E. And one little trick, and I don't know if it applies in this song, is to take this finger on and off for a bass note. I'm not saying it applies in this particular song, but just something to kind of keep in mind. It really gives a nice rhythm to that B7 chord. All right, well, there you are. Mind Your Own Business by Hank Williams. Gotta love this guy, right? All right, well, hope you got something out of this lesson. Take it easy out there, and we'll see you next time.